So, welcome back. Today's Sunday. That means we've got a mess in the back of the van. Van needs cleaning, we need to change the rubbers. We're going to do it all today and show you. Let's work. I've just got to get ready for another day of bossing it tomorrow. Well, first of all, I've got to sort this out. So, all the water's got to come out that I didn't use because I had a big job on yesterday. I was cleaning fascias and gutters and all that sort of stuff. So I took water with me, but luckily for me, they had water on tap, so they need to use any of my stuff. But so all this needs to come out, go back into storage, ready for when I need to use it. It's not pure water or anything. This is just tap water, but I do have a couple of barrels of pure water just to rinse the stuff down when I'm done. So it's all got to come out. I've got to sort all my squeegee rubbers out, get them all back on there, my new channels, so they're ready to use. General tidy up, ladders come out, get me cloths and all that sort of thing ready for the sills, and we just got to do it. We just got to put the work in, ready for tomorrow. But next week is a bit of a quiet week because it's been manic for a bit, but we get to enjoy a bit of an easy week next week. So hopefully we get the sunshine, but no, it might look it'll bloody rain. So let's make a start. Come on, let's get the work done. Okay, come on. So in Rocky style, we can all do it. We can even get them press ups in. I'm only joking. So even this bad boy, even though it's called the big boy, I call it the bad boy. I've dropped it a couple of times and I broke all the bottom. So good old duct tape needs to come out today and repair that. That big boy backpack, that's what I used to do my waterfed pole stuff, you know, on the high tricky windows that I'm not willing to go up on a ladder. So I used the waterfed pole for that, but it needs repairing because I've smashed the bottom of it. And I'm predominantly traditional, so I don't really like to use it, but sometimes you just got to, when you got to adapt to be versatile, and you got to clean every window that needs cleaning. You know what that's for, don't we, lads? Whee! This is my belt as well, nice and easy, just clips on, but can't really see. Stand you back here. So this is my belt, nice and easy, it just clips on, but it's not exactly how I want it, to be honest. It's a little messy, and things aren't just in the right place, so I'm going to mess around with that today and I'm going to try and get it exactly how I want it. Actual fact, I think I've mixed my pure water up. I don't know which one it is now. So that's most of the gear out. There's one thing I can't stand in the back of the van, and that's a dusty van floor. So I'm gonna have to get on the hands and knees, sweep it out. So next step, while you're here, I may as well change the rubber on my channels and show you how it's done. So we've got a fresh start for tomorrow. So I think this week I'm going to use is it the Power Green Hunger Power I think it might be, top of my head. I'm going to use the green, I think, this week. I've been using the Etere Master, the black stuff, which I really like, which is on here. But obviously, I find the ends go a little bit easier, so I'm going to swap out to this week. This has a nice glide as well, but you know, switch it up, keep things fresh. So one thing I would say is, if you're a window cleaner and you're working for yourself, that you do need a little bag of tools, because you never know when something needs tinkering with on your pole, something snaps, anything like that. Tinker with it. But these as well, these snips there that I've got, great for cutting the rubber. So let's get cutting. So first of all, you need to get your channel. These have been sat up there for a few days now. I've just been lazy and not changed them. But look how tight that's in there. Crikey. There we go. Sling that. So we get the fresh rubber, and I know this is a 10-inch channel. And on this piece of wood here, that I prop my ladders up there so they can sit behind that so they don't slide out. I've already marked on here, you see, 10 inches. Just so when I'm on the go and I need to be quick, just get my pen. Just mark where I've already marked on the piece of timber. Get my snips. Line that through. Might be a bit short, that. And I'll put that on there, just for the demonstration of the video. Oh yeah, bang on that. Bang on, beautiful. So, then after that we just need to slide it in, but... Oh, there we go. Still got a bit of chalk on it. Beautiful. I haven't even had to wet that. Lovely. So, you see down there? It's a bit wobbly, but you know, we'll work that out. Nice. I'm going to get these green clips, because this rubber does need pinning. You know, everybody talks about it. They use these channels. I'm going to have to stick this green clip in there. Although this one's about to snap, so I might convert back to bloody pins. But I kept hurting my nails and that trying to get the pins out. Even though I've got some pliers, I could have just used them, but I never did. Yeah, it's just bloody snapped. So, I may put some pins in there instead of using the clips. Right, so now we've got that line through. Just going to get some scissors. Just snip these corners off, because I had a real bad habit leaving them on, but I'm going to start getting rid of them. Nice. One cut. And two cut. Lovely. Put your tools back so you don't lose them. Important key that in life. Always put your tools back. So there's one changed. Right, so that rubber just needs flipping round. It's a bit worn, but we'll just flip that round. This is my 6-inch, so that just wants flipping round that. So basically what I did was, I've got, I don't know where it's gone now. Put your tools back, he said. But I cut it down to around 4 inches. Slot that back on. Got it, nice 6-inch. Bend it forward, change the angle on it, and make it more flattened out handle. And that works a treat, that in the hand, for a 6-inch for the smaller windows. So I'll give a little demonstration on that at some point, show you how it works. But for today, we're just going to change the rubber around. Use the other side for this week. This is where you need some water, this, but I haven't got any. Yeah, I've come half cocked, haven't I? Trying to do bloody rubber videos and I've got no water. So we've emptied everything out now, so now it's time to start putting everything back in. We've had a good sweep out, had a little rearrange around, Not really. So we're just going to start putting stuff back. So this is my main bucket with all my little tricks in. So obviously we've got gloves. You need to keep your hands protected because you're working with filth and bird crap all the time. Your nails and your fingers, they start to get cracked. You don't want to go down that route. Got sponges to clean the sills. Obviously washing up liquid, that's how we clean the glass. Plenty of that, you can never have too much of that. You know, little squirty bottles. If I'm doing lead, sometimes if it's just a little lead window somewhere, I'll take a little squirty bottle, just squirty that. Glass cleaner. That's not for the windows, that's for my van. That's how I buff my van up on the inside where the cab is and that. Use the glass cleaner. And WD-40, you can't go wrong with that. If you're cleaning black plastic frames, this will make your black frames shine like anything. So that's a little trick of this raid, that WD-40. Spray a little bit on a sponge and wipe over your frames and they'll shine like a good one. So that's the clean gone. And to be honest, it looks exactly the same, it's just a little less dusty. So what I was showing you at the start, it's the same now. So on that note, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow for work.